Welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Hold on 1 second. Hey, Ollie, can you hear me twice?
No, I can hear you once. You're good. You're good.
It's weird. I hear myself twice.
Maybe try disconnecting your headphones from the computer or something. We'll get this going in just 1 second.
How's everybody doing?
Give Zach 1 minute. In the meantime, how's everybody doing? Poised for a great new live.
What's
Zach
going
is
on,
in.
everybody?
Zach is
Can you
in
hear
on the second camera angle. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you great.
There we go. How do you guys like the second camera?
We're gonna have me and Zach are back in person, which should be very, very soon. We should have many camera angles. We're investing in some pretty good webcams and stuff like that to sort of make the content better for you guys. We'll be able to switch cameras wherever we want. If anybody's interested in producing the show for us, we always need some help with that stuff, like the control group. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a very exciting day. Very exciting day. How's everybody doing? We got some big news out of Indianapolis, actually.
Yeah.
Big news. Hold on just a second.
How's everything doing over there? Everything good? Let's go Colts. Yes, Jack. Yes, Jack. We'll be.
I think we're just gonna rock with. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're gonna hear you. It's just fine.
I think we're just gonna rock with this camera for now.
Okay, bet.
I gotta fix it. I gotta fix the other one.
Jack, we'll be getting to the Colts in just a second.
Hey, Simon, this is like McAfee, man. This is like McAfee. I can look at you guys right there. I got you guys right there.
Yeah, speaking of the Colts, new setup inspired by Pat McAfee. What's the point of having multiple cameras? Good question.
Sick.
Good question. It's cool, and when me and Zach are doing the show together, it enables for us to get a wide shot of both of us.
All right, so everyone, tell your friends to get on here.
Yeah.
Get this thing going. So Ollie, what are we making out of this Colts move? What do you think about it?
Well, we're gonna have a couple of people on in just a second to sort of debrief it. Some people pretty close inside the Colts organization are going to be coming on to give their takes. But when I think on the surface, and I'll get into it in a little bit, I mean, here's the thing. I think the Colts are winning this deal. I mean, what are they supposed to do? And I'll quote my buddy Mason on this, who will be on in just a second. Like, what are they going to do? Like, draft Mac Jones? But we'll get to that in a second. I think it's a smart deal. In short, I think the Colts don't have a quarterback. And Carson Wentz was the best option other than like Deshaun Watson, which I don't think they were looking to get. Give me a second. I'm just coordinating our first caller.
Yeah. Simon, I'll get you the link in a second. After this call, I got you, buddy.
We're going to actually have 2 calls. We're going to talk some NFL, and then Simon will get you on.
With the link in a second.
But
all right. Who we got in the call?
Give me 1 second.
All
I'm
right.
about to get a phone call. Give me a second. Give me 1 moment. Jack, you can call in if you want. My texts aren't going through.
So what do we think in the chat about the new camera here? We like this angle. Well,
Here we go. Here we go.
All right, there we go.
We have our
Let's hear it.
first caller, a loyal, diehard Colts fan, Jack Janover, good buddy of mine. He's going to tell us his takes on the trade, and we'll discuss it with him. What's up, Jack?
Hey, how you doing? I like the new setup, inspired by our very own punter, Pat McAfee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
So, this deal, very, very polarizing decision, because if you're familiar with Colts football, you'll know we're a quarterback-oriented franchise. So when you look at a team like the Green Bay Packers, their fans have had Brett Favre, and then they had Aaron Rodgers. They view their team through the quarterback. Now, if you're a Browns fan, you might view your team more as the identity of your left tackle, Joe Thomas.
All right, easy there, Jack.
Or maybe your 1-year star receiver, Josh Gordon. But for us Colts fans, prestigious franchise, we care about our QB. And so Andrew Luck retires, the void is there, and it's like, who's going to fill this void? Phillip Rivers was a Band-Aid. Now, he's a Hall of Famer, but that wasn't enough for us either. So now we get Carson Wentz. How do I feel about it? I don't know how to feel, but what I do like about Carson Wentz is he has a little bit of Andrew Luck in him. He's big. He's been good in the past. He's got a big arm, not afraid to throw down the field. So a potential franchise quarterback, maybe. Feels nice to have a real quarterback in the building, but we saw how terrible he was last year. So a lot of question marks for all of us.
So let me ask you this, Jack, real quick. So Wentz is sort of coming into a similar situation in that your receiving core, not to take any shots at the Colts or anything, but your receiving core, like the Philadelphia Eagles, is quite depleted. Not as depleted as the Eagles, but pretty bad. What do you think Carson Wentz can do differently in the Colts organization? I do think that Frank Reich is a much better coach and can develop Wentz much better than Peterson did. But what do you think Wentz has to come in and do in order to be the guy?
Well, you're not wrong. I mean, I think this Colts offense is fundamentally different than the Philadelphia offense. Are the Colts receivers a stacked room? No, but you got T.Y. Hilton, who is a great route runner and leader, and you have some emerging guys who are younger, like Michael Pittman Jr., who showed a lot of flashes, Paris Campbell, who got injured. But what the Colts were very successful at doing is not relying on one individual player. It's very much a play-by-committee team. A lot of the offense is going to run through Jonathan Taylor and Naeem Hines.
I just sent you an email to stay in the studio.
Take some of the burden off of Carson Wentz. He's a guy that wants to carry the team on his back, and he's not really strong enough to do that. We've seen that. He needs a lot of support. So, we have an elite offensive line to protect for him. That should make his job easier, but it's really going to come down to coaching and play calling. You can't say Carson Wentz do everything for us because we know he can't do that. So can the Colts make his role easy enough where he can use his elite physical traits and competent mental traits to just get the job done? He can't play the superstar role. That failed in Philadelphia. So let's just make his job as easy as possible and give him a chance to succeed within the framework of a pretty good Colts roster.
Interesting. So in short, do you think that Frank Reich can fix Carson Wentz?
I mean, this is the question. What I see of Carson Wentz is he holds the ball too long and his mechanics suck. So when he was with Frank Reich, he looked very good. Are those mechanic issues fixable? I wouldn't really know because I'm not a quarterback and I'm not an NFL coach. But I have to imagine if Frank Reich was said to Ballard, let's make this trade, he thinks it can be done. So only time will tell. But Carson Wentz has been a good quarterback in the past. He has the physical traits to get it done, and the Colts have the roster support to make his life easy. So could this work? Yes, but this could also go up in flames. Colts didn't give up that much. but that's a lot of money, and it's really hard to draft a young quarterback when you give up a second and a third-round pick and commit to this guy for 2 years.
Yep. All right. Thank you for your call, Matt.
Thanks so much for the call, Jack. I'll catch up with you later, but thank you
Here
so
we
much.
got backstage. We got our NFL analyst, the 312 Show NFL analyst, newly introduced, Simon Schwartz. Simon, how's it going, man? Yeah!
Glad to be here, and I'm excited to rip the Colts for the trade. My bad, guys. Me and my TV.
So let's first. I don't know if you're listening, but what do you think about?
I think
what,
in my opinion, it was a dog shit trade.
Why is that?
They practically gave up a first round pick, even though it says a conditional second. If he's not playing 75% of the snaps or 70 and they make the playoffs, then it's already a shit trade. All right.
Wait,
he's already
so dog shit trade for the Colts.
Yeah, dog shit trade for the Colts. Eagles fucking won the trade. First and a third round pick. So
no, second.
No. It's not Ollie. If it's a second, then they already lost the trade. Best case scenario is a first. If it's a second, that means he's injured, not playing.
Let's say this. So Carson Wentz, we've seen what he can do when he's good and healthy and all this stuff. I mean, I was watching
years ago before he got injured.
It could turn into a first rounder. I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, it could. Yeah. Then,
It's if he plays 75% of the snaps or 70 and they make the playoffs.
Got it.
So what do you think the Colts' best route was to go? You think the best route was to trade?
I think the best route was
the asset for a draft pick, maybe a Mac Jones, because I think a Mac Jones would be great for the Colts.
Yeah, a Mac Jones would be great. But they're not necessarily a win now team. Their team is pretty young. They have a pretty built team. They could wait another year to build the rest of the pieces, maybe get a QB next year, and then automatically be contending because they already built a full team.
Well, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say real quick. On the subject of Mac Jones, okay, they keep their first round pick, right, this year. Personally, I think it's twice the risk of taking Mac Jones with your first round pick than taking Carson Wentz, a guy who's already established that he has the makings of a good quarterback.
Ollie, he's not established though. Last year,
why
he was
not?
the worst QB in the league.
Yeah, well, last year he also had the worst team in the league. They were god awful. They were plagued by injuries. Didn't have an O-line. Didn't have receivers.
Ollie, let's talk about O-line. You want to know the pass block win rate was the same? Eagles and Colts? Actually, no. Eagles had a better pass block win rate. Most of the sacks were Carson Wentz's fault.
That's probably true. You know,
like Mason said, he holds on to the ball too long. He's a spaz. He likes to run around, thinks he's Patrick Mahomes. Fucking sucks. All right?
Okay, but do you think that Carson Wentz is not a safer bet than Mac Jones?
No, Mac Jones is an NFL-ready QB, has all the intangibles.
I have to disagree with you.
He'll be a top 15 pick. He's great.
I have to disagree with you there. I think Wentz brings to the table. I think Wentz brings to the table legs. He's got a better arm than Jones. He's got better legs than Jones.
And
he has better pocket presence.
Ollie, think about this. Think about being the worst QB in the league. Everyone's shitting on you. Then you're getting traded. He's probably broken mentally.
Here's what I'll say. The Colts organization, I mean, listen, they come. I'll give you one example here. When Andrew Luck retired, they were like, "Oh my God, what the hell do we do? Like, this is our franchise quarterback, and he's gone like in an instant." And they sort of had to fill the void, and they were a playoff team that competed. Now, the thing with the Colts is they can revive Carson Wentz. Mac Jones, the risk they are taking if they take Mac Jones is so I don't understand how you don't understand that taking a quarterback in Mac Jones. Okay, maybe if it was Trey Lance, or somebody who's a little bit more of a gamble but can be amazing. Mac Jones does not have anything special about him. Carson Wentz, everything that Mac Jones can do, Carson Wentz can do better. Carson Wentz can run faster. Carson Wentz can throw farther.
What about decision making, Ollie?
Decision making.
Ollie, like Mason said, they don't want him to be a superstar. Mac Jones wouldn't be a superstar and would make better decisions. Why not, Ollie? Why not get someone like Jameis Winston? Same person as Carson Wentz, except you're not giving up a first and a third.
Well, here's the thing.
More touchdowns.
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Carson, you're gonna see.
I'm gonna see Carson Wentz either be mediocre as shit or terrible.
Okay, yes, Carson Wentz. He made a lot of forced errors.
Let's watch this.
Okay, let's watch his highlights first of all. Watching his everybody knows that Carson Wentz had a horrible season. Everybody knows who watches football knows Carson Wentz has had a terrible season. But their team is god awful. The Colts are in contention. Carson Wentz is the best possible option they can have.
It's practically Super Bowl or bust because he takes up $25 million a year, and they give up a first and a third.
Listen. I think Carson Wentz, if he could reach that potential, he's got that coach, he could be a great quarterback. But right now, I mean, I saw the stat, he was sacked 50-plus times, which is the most at any quarterback. That's unfair. I believe that you should give him a chance, but also maybe not the right move for the Colts right now. Maybe get a young guy because your team is established. Maybe get a young quarterback, a young gun that can play well.
Yeah, but when have the Colts been able to win with a young quarterback?
Andrew Luck.
Have they ever been able to win since Peyton Manning? Maybe it's a new league.
Well, Andrew Luck. They
went to the AFC Championship and then Deflategate happened.
Yeah,
that's true.
So, but I think you guys are underestimating the value of a first-round pick and a third-round pick. Those are valuable picks. Plus, you're taking on $25 million. Mm-hmm. In the Lions trade, they gave Goff and 2 firsts for Matthew Stafford, and this is a gamble. They had to pay more to get the contract off their hands. Phillip Rivers and
There we go.
Reich is that. I don't care what he's going to do.
Maybe he is.
Hold on.
We don't know. We're gonna have to
hold on. We have a quick rebuttal. And you can argue with this. Hold on. But I want to get to the bottom of this, and I want you to see my point. So here we go. Hold up. But I see what you're saying, Simon. Hold on.
It's a risk.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah.
All right, so I just want to say, because I think some very good points have been made, and all my concerns about Carson Wentz, I think these are valid concerns. Here's why I think we don't necessarily have to view him in the way that he played in 2020. Because Carson Wentz and the plays he's running, that's the decision of the coach. So the Colts can build a system where Carson Wentz is playing more of a Mac Jones style of play, right? Carson Wentz, who he is just a quarterback with an arm. And so it's hard to change a lot of the tendencies he's shown over the years, but we know he can be successful. He doesn't have to be a turnover machine. And so we saw the difference between 2019 Phillip Rivers and 2020 Phillip Rivers. When he came into the system, it took a few games for him to acclimate and stop throwing these reckless corner routes and pick sixes like he did against the Browns. But they were successfully able to change his style of play. So Frank Reich clearly believes he can do that. I do agree, though, if Carson Wentz plays anything near his 2020 level, this was a terrible trade.
It's not even that.
They're going to bench Carson Wentz if he's bad right away to make sure that pick stays a second rounder. So the Colts aren't going to give up a first-round pick unless Carson Wentz is playing at the level
$25 million
that warrants a first-round pick. They can always bench him, and then it's just a second and a third rounder, and basically the same penalty as drafting a quarterback who doesn't turn out, which teams do all the time and recover from.
It's just not.
Thanks, Jack.
There's no rookie that's $25 million.
Stooge.
So that's false, and there's no way they bench him either way. It doesn't make sense.
Well, the only way they don't bench him is if they're good.
They're playing Jacoby Brissett.
I mean, if they can keep their first-round pick, yeah.
He's good at QB sneaks.
if they can keep their first-round pick, then maybe they played Brissett. But who knows?
Why are you giving up a second and a third for a game manager?
Because they need a quarterback, and it's not going to be Jacoby Brissett.
You could get Jimmy Garoppolo for less.
Yeah, I think Jimmy G would do better in
but does Jimmy G have an arm? Does Jimmy G have legs? No.
You don't need an arm. It's Indianapolis Colts. Look at Phillip Rivers. This dude's throwing it.
If Carson Wentz like this, he's going to get sacked. He's a spaz with the ball in his hands.
Well, they do have an elite offensive
look,
line.
I'll show you.
They have an elite offensive line.
Let's see it.
Ah! He doesn't know where he's going.
Okay. Well, what do you think about Mac Jones then? The alternative.
Mac Jones, I think, is a top 15 pick. Great QB, underrated by most, like you, Ollie.
Yeah, you're right.
He's not really much of a risk. He makes great reads. He's not like Justin Fields, who can't make multiple reads. So
True.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think we're good with this Carson Wentz topic. Let's talk about this. Simon, I know you're big on Zach Wilson. I don't know if you're still big on him, but what do you guys think about Zach Wilson projected to be the number 2 pick over Justin Fields?
I hate it. I hate it. Zach Wilson sucks.
Bro, what are you
Zach
talking
Wilson does not
Have you
suck.
seen the throws he makes?
Zach Wilson's.
Have you seen
That
the
dude's
ball
elite.
placement,
That
the
dude's
legs?
elite. You can't say he sucks.
He would be a number 1 pick in any other draft class. Who's going to win that?
Who is this? Will. Who's going to win the AFC North?
The Browns. Baker.
And why is it the Browns?
It sounds like
Well,
lasagna.
here's why it's going to be the Browns. Okay, we're going to get J.J. Watt, and all's going to be well.
Moral of the story.
That's all I can say. Like, we're going to get Watt.
Ollie,
Mayfield's
are you guys going to keep Odell? Or is he gone?
Dude,
we have no reason not to. We have no reason not to keep him unless we trade him for like Richard Sherman or something.
Let me give you my take on Odell.
Richard Sherman's a free agent. You can't trade.
Let me give you my take on Odell. The week after he got traded, or the week after he got injured, you saw Baker's stock skyrocket because he wasn't forcing the ball to Odell. He was making his own passes. He was confident. Whatever. I think got to get rid of Odell. I think the Browns receivers are great. Odell's great, but I think it's just a distraction, and he likes to get shit on. So
Odell? No. Odell's a great wide receiver when healthy. I just don't think him and the Browns are going to work out.
he's a distraction. You can't have that.
No. On another team, I just don't think it just hasn't really like clicked for some reason with him and the Browns. I don't know what it is. He didn't get a full. I'll give it another year because he didn't get a full year with the new system, Kevin Stefanski, and it got better along the way. And he got injured in, like the third game. Yeah.
Simon?
Well, here's what I'll say about Odell Beckham. I think I do not necessarily agree with what Zach is saying. I think
Hey, Trev.
I think part of it's true. I think Baker did come into his own regardless of Odell being out. I think the numbers would have been similar with Odell. Baker started playing like a real quarterback.
No. He started playing better, but I think it's mainly the system.
But I'm saying, Ali, I know we talked about this.
Yeah.
I thought at the beginning of the season he was forcing passes to Odell, and then when Odell became injured, there was no need to force any more passes.
Well, it wasn't forcing. It wasn't forcing per se. It was carelessness. It was careless all around the field. Baker Mayfield did not take care of the football like he did in the second half of the season. The Browns will in fact win the AFC North. The Browns will, in fact, make a good playoff run, and the Browns will, in fact, win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years. I think we can all agree.
No.
Why not?
Random guy. He's kind of a hobo. Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we can get lucky.
He's like kind of good, I guess, but he is a good one.
Any given Sunday, Simon, and that's all we need. We only need one. We only need one given Sunday. We can beat the Ravens. We can hang with the Ravens. We can hang with the Chiefs on a good day. We can hang with the Steelers. We can hang with everyone in the league. I think I don't know. I think we're in the right direction. And Kevin Stefanski. There's no disagreeing.
He's
a great coach.
Good defense. Your defense makes plays, like they get turnovers, but they're not really like a sturdy defense.
Well, we're gonna draft linebackers. We're gonna draft defensive ends. We're gonna draft.
You guys need I don't think he'll get there. Jeremiah
Owusu-Koramoah.
He's not gonna fall there.
I think he actually will fall, but I do think we'll end up taking what's his name from Tulsa. Give me a second.
Zach Collins or.
No, not Zach Collins. What's his name?
No, not Zach. It's like Xavier.
Zavin Collins or something.
Xavier Collins,
Yeah, or whatever his name is.
Collins.
Here's what I think as far as the Browns draft. I think
they need another corner. They Grant Delpete's gonna be back. They need a linebacker. They need another edge.
Well, I think our guy in the first round is going to be Zaven Collins out of Tulsa.
Or you guys, unless you guys get JJ Watt, you guys could take an edge.
Yeah, well, if
the best edge in the class, Jalen Phillips.
Greg Rousseau or Jalen
he won't
Phillips
be there.
right
He
there
won't.
for you. Two best
Neither
edge
of them will
rushers
be
in the
there for us. But
No, what's his name?
I think one of them's gonna fall. One of them's gonna fall.
Rousseau's gonna fall.
I do think we'll take Kellen Mond. I do think we'll take Kellen Mond in the 6th round or something.
Kellen Mond's a bum. You don't want him. There's no need.
Okay.
Take a guy that'll actually play.
Yeah, but Zach, we're playing Case Keenum like $18 million, which we don't need to be doing. So Kellen Mond has shown he's a promising quarterback who, like a Jacoby Brissett, can run for those 1-yarders that we need. And Baker, we don't need to put Baker's body on the line as much. Mond can throw decently. He can run. And we'd be paying him a hell of a lot less.
Well, he's going to go in the 2nd round, and I don't think it's a.
I know. I think he'll fall to the 6th round.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see him in the senior?
Doesn't you mark my words? Kellen Mond will be a 6th rounder.
Can we clip that guy?
Clip it.
So
he doesn't fall. I don't think he falls past the 3rd.
No.
Kellen
Mond. All right. It goes. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, and then I think
who's this Will guy?
Yeah, I have no idea. Is it Phelan?
Ian Book. If you guys get Ian Book, you might as well just root for the Browns.
No, and I think after the first round QBs, what's his name's the best? Kellen Mond. Over Kyle Trask.
Yeah, but there's a massive gap.
There's a big gap. That's why you take him in the 2nd round.
Yeah, Trask.
Also, going back to edge, if Roche and Phillips don't fall to the Browns, you could take a guy
Rousseau.
Zach Rousseau.
Rousseau and Phillips. You could take the other Miami guy, the other edge rusher. We have Quincy Roche, who quite simply balled out in the Senior Bowl.
I mean,
so you got.
I don't really care. I don't really care about the Senior Bowl. I care about what I saw in the regular season. The
Senior Bowl is like against the best competition.
And wasn't Texas A&M the 5 seed?
Huh?
Something like that.
Yeah. So Kellen Mond's pretty good.
But I do think we'll be taking Kellen Mond in the 6th round. As far as
you guys need a kicker, Jose Borregales.
Yeah, I think we'll either go for him or what's his name? Evan McPherson from Florida.
Borregales. Trust me.
That's a good one. Yo, Zach.
We got a question. Yeah, we got a question. Yep. Early predictions for 2021 college football championship. Alabama. My Miami Hurricanes have Alabama first game of the season.
It's an automatic 0-1 start.
We are going to lose that game 0-1, but it's fine. Maybe we could show ourselves. I think Alabama's going to win. Then maybe actually no. I think Clemson or Georgia. Georgia's returning a lot of guys. So I think they can be really good.
Losing my cousin, Azeez Ojulari.
They are.
My cousin.
Simon, tell us about the time when you played Madden with Azeez.
So he was the Falcons. I was the Cardinals, I believe. And I was beating the shit. I was beating the bricks out of him. And it was like the last drive, and he was like 4th and 20, and then I ran field goal because I wanted the last drive to win, you know? So ends up I didn't win. I'll take it though. I beat the shit out of Jalen Mayfield.
Yeah.
That
was a good story.
Pretty good game. But who do you guys think's the better wide receiver? Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase?
Chase.
Yeah.
I got Chase.
Yeah, Chase. I think Devonta Smith is a system.
Limbs.
Devonta Smith is a system. He's a system wide receiver. I think that they put at Alabama Sarkisian put him in motion a lot, and that opened him up a lot. I think he would do well in a great system.
Okay, so let me present this to you. Let me present this scenario to you. Okay, the Carolina Panthers trade Christian McCaffrey for Deshaun Watson, right?
Along with 3/3.
Yeah, along with a lot more. And they draft Devontae Smith. Do you think that they're an automatic contender?
They'd have to trade that pick.
Who are we talking about?
Oh wait, I thought the picks would be the next couple of years.
No, I assume they'd want the 8th pick to confirm because Deshaun Watson will definitely raise their wins. So they'd at least want this first.
Who are we talking about?
If the Panthers traded for Deshaun Watson.
Oh.
But I don't know if they gave up McCaffrey. I don't think they'd have to.
You can't give up
Running
McCaffrey.
backs aren't worth that much.
Yeah, but it's McCaffrey.
Yeah, it's McCaffrey. He's worth like a 2nd-round pick.
No.
2nd to 1st.
No.
Yeah, late 1st-round pick. Running backs aren't that valuable, dude. Do you see Mike Davis ball out this year?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, exactly. He was on the Bears. Rip.
Oh,
Look at the Bears. Let's talk about the Bears, guys.
Here we go. Oh, here's the Bears.
Noe.
What up, Noah? What up,
Jeez,
Noah?
no. So the Bears go
up,
for
buddy?
QB example. Dude, they're not going to get Trey Lance. What?
I want Mac Jones.
If Mac Jones falls to us, we're definitely taking
You guys should want Mac Wilson. You guys need a freaking coach.
Fuck you.
I don't think
No.
we're getting a new coach or a GM, so I think we got to be realistic here.
Mac Wilson's not gonna get to us. Washington would take him before us, and he wouldn't have. I was gonna say he's not gonna fall to the Colts. So like, who cares?
You mean Mac Jones?
Mac Jones, yeah, whatever.
No, Mac Jones is not going to fall. I think he's either 49ers lock or Bears lock. I think those are the two.
We'll see.
Wow, that
This is a good question, though. Free agency, I mean, they could go for Jameis.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Saints will probably re-sign him.
With Drew Brees. Yeah, no. I think Jameis is becoming less and less of a possibility. They should have pulled the trigger last year.
Noah.
What up, Noah? Keep the questions coming. Let's hear them.
Keep them coming.
Keep the football questions
Simon,
coming.
you got any football hot takes, basketball hot takes, anything?
Takes.
Let's hear your takes.
All right, guys. I took this one from TikTok. Saints will go 0-16 next year, guys. I swear.
Okay, let's hear
that
it.
guy?
Dude, I don't know how the Saints are good every year. I think it's just the defense because there's no way Drew Brees can lead a team.
And their O-line. Their O-line's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I
And
love
Dave
how,
Allen.
This is a good comment here from my brother Cole. Scoregami. You guys know what scoregami is?
I
no.
don't.
It's a rare score, so it's a football score that's never happened before. And there's this Twitter account that like roots for scoregami to happen.
What is it?
What's the
If
score?
you don't like football, you can root for scoregami. It's like, what if the score was like 7-2?
Oh, this is a good question. Trevor, pull up Trevor's question. This is a good question.
No, they didn't.
Damian Lillard got
was
snubbed.
so shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dame got
they
snubbed.
came out
I
with the
don't, know, I
All-Stars?
don't know how Luka
Yeah.
was tied for votes in the first place.
Wait,
Luka's a bum. He's
Luka's a
overrated
bum.
shit.
Who's
Luka's
an
a bum.
All-Star? Where do I find this?
Damian Lillard instead of Luka, and you got it right. But other than that, they
Luka
snubbed
is
him.
he's currently so overrated. He's not
Yeah.
shit right now.
Yeah,
In the future, he'll be
I completely agree. Completely agree.
can't play defense for Duke.
Where-
He's a whiner.
Where are the full teams?
No, you can find the Western starters somewhere.
Oh, and they released the East starters.
Zach Levine better be on there somewhere.
He's not a starter. It's KD, Giannis, Bradley Beal, Kyrie Irving, Joel Embiid.
Bradley Beal also overrated as shit. Dude's
Bradley
not-
Beal's overrated as shit. Although you score a lot of points, you don't win. Zach Levine at
He
least
doesn't play
wins some
defense
games.
for Duke. So
Yeah.
I think, all right, hot take here. Blazers, chip. Let's go.
Are they even a playoff team right now?
They're the 4th seed.
Oh,
Watch your mouth. Shit.
What
Dame
about
MVP dropped 43 last night, I believe.
who you got tonight? Brooklyn or
43 and 16.
Brooklyn?
or Lakers?
Brooklyn.
Who you got? Who you got?
I'm shooting Adam
For the
Silver.
chip. Who you got for the chip? Milwaukee's, by the way, currently getting blown out by Toronto.
Depends if Anthony Davis goes back to last year's Anthony Davis. If he keeps playing like this, the Nets got it locked.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is a bum this year.
Yeah, I thought he would win MVP. I could have sworn.
He's all defense and shit, but like he's offensive. He's averaging 22, dude. He should be averaging 27.
Yeah, and so who do you got for MVP?
MVP K Dizzle.
Either KD. I want to see Joel win the MVP. I love that
I like
guy.
Joe.
Who's the other guy?
Jokic.
Jokic. Yeah, Jokic. I love Jokic. I think it's up to those three.
Is that like a white thing, Zach?
No, he's just a baller.
Okay.
Don't question me.
Let's
Talk
see.
college hoops, guys.
Sure.
I
I'd love to.
I know,
I'd
I
love
know
to.
nothing about college hoops.
I mean, my team is good this year, so I watch. What do you want to talk about?
I have no idea. I have.
Oh, by the way, here's a picture of me. Oh, I don't think you guys can see it. Hold
Zach,
on.
switch cams.
I know. Hold on. Hold on.
Anyways,
you gotta have the quick switch ready.
I
Need someone.
there was a malfunction. I can
Need
switch
someone
right
behind
here.
the
Hold
keyboard,
on.
like Noah, who could like
All right.
switch the for you.
Here we go. Zach and Adam Silver. I got drafted, by the way. And right next to us, Lori Lightfoot. Good story.
Such a dyke.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa.
Let's talk high school football, guys.
How's Walter
Payton.
Payton gonna do?
We're gonna ball up.
You sure?
Yep. I mean, better than fucking Lane. They got Coach DeWall.
I don't even know
Kendrick
who that is,
DeWall.
so.
Gavin always goes, "Yeah, he knows the scheme so well, bro. Like verticals, 4 verticals, we're gonna run it. Vertical scheme, bro. It's gonna be a vertical scheme, dude.
No. It's an air raid offense, guys.
It's an air-raid offense, guys. This is a really great scheme. Coach DeWalt, he's the best coach in the fucking Nihil or whatever it's called, or fucking Prairie Valley. Best coach of the Prairie Valley Conference. That's what.
Wait, Trevor and Noah want to talk about the NHL.
I'm not too keen on the NHL. Hawks are
Yeah.
cracked.
I don't think many people are, but the Blackhawks have a winning record. I saw them win last night.
Yep.
Ohio State's currently losing, Ollie. Sucks.
I know, I'm sort of watching right now. Oh, what else? Do we want to switch over to baseball, Zach? Big news coming out of baseball.
Yeah, Tatis. Titties.
All right.
Trevor brought up a good point. Cali taxes are dog shit, and he's only making $168 million.
Yeah. Oh,
You're not even making us.
Hold on. First, we got to give a shout out to the Blackhawks. I mean,
Yeah.
Britt texted me before this. He said they're like 4th in the league, something like that.
Yeah.
They're playing good hockey. So I've heard.
Good shit.
Zach, you want to get Josh on here? Talk a little baseball? I know you wanted to.
Yeah, Josh, type in chat if you can come on. I thought I think he said he was busy. I'm not sure, but
What is he
I'm
doing?
trying. We may get a really big guest on in a few minutes. Maybe.
Zay?
Maybe. It's a secret. Maybe. Probably not. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Then just
Is he responding, Zach?
Maybe. I don't know.
Has he responded to you?
We'll keep it
Who
on
is
the deal. We'll keep it on the deal. We'll keep it on the deal. Come on.
no, type in private chat who it is.
Come on.
Anyway.
Type it.
I
Right.
want to spill the beans, guys.
Anywho.
Anywho, baseball. Let's do it. Let's add Trevor. Trevor knows
Sure.
baseball.
Trevor, you want to get on here?
Trevor knows baseball.
Yeah.
I'll send.
Thoughts on Arrieta back to the Cubs in the meantime? I mean, he's washed. He's done.
Oh, come on. No, he's not.
I don't understand it.
He's got a lot of
Come
hope,
on.
guys.
You gotta bring back a hometown presence.
No, this is what the fucking Hawks did. They brought back Brendan Saad and all these guys, and now they suck.
You need locker room guys. NHL is not like that. They all
Trevor
look
said
the
he's good.
same.
Trevor
And they're
said
all
he's good.
what?
Trevor knows baseball.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
Trevor,
we know.
you want to get on here?
Trevor, I just sent you the email invite.
I think the Cubbies are winning it all. They traded you, Darvish.
Yo, Zach, pin Cole saying Ollie, you're dumb, real quick. All right, let me give you a little lesson here, Cole. Okay, I may be foolish and I may say a lot of crazy things, but under no circumstances are you, an 8th grade kid, allowed
one thing you can't call me.
to call your senior dumb. Okay,
Can't be saying that around here. Can't be saying that.
you can't be saying
Watch
that
yourself,
around here.
Junior.
Not only because I know a lot. I would like to say I know a lot about sports, but because I'm objectively not dumb. I mean, maybe like in the grand scheme of things, like I'm dumb compared to like Stephen Hawking or like a full-grown adult, but I think I would know. I know what I'm talking about, Cole. So if you'd like to chime in here, I'll ask you a few questions, see if you can answer those.
All right, we got backstage.
Oh, here we go.
MLB,
Here we go.
NBA analyst.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's been on the podcast many times. Clap it up for Trevor Boyd. What's going on?
What's the word? Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? I'm good?
Yep.
All right, man. Pitches and catches reported. Man.
Hold on. Pin that comment real quick.
That's good. The Cleveland Rocks.
Yeah, do they not have a name?
No, and it's still the Indians. It's next year. They're changing it.
It's going to be the Spiders next year. Watch. It's going to be the corniest name in MLB. It's
or like
going to be the Spiders.
Or like the Cleveland
just do the
Predators.
Predators. The tribe would be so cool, by the way.
No, they ruled out the tribe.
Yeah.
Why?
It's because it's racist.
Oh, come on. No, it's not. It's awesome.
All right, Trevor. All right. Lay it on us.
What?
Baseball.
Man,
you got your Padres hat on, right?
Oh yeah. You know, it was just I was feeling the brown vibes today. You know, it's like the color brown. But yeah, pitchers and catches reported today. I just saw a video. I saw a video yesterday. Let's talk about Southside real quick. Michael Kopech, pitcher who we haven't really seen too much of yet at the major league level, but he was shoving. He was throwing like 102 yesterday. Yeah. Just like he's going to be super solid for us this year.
So let's talk about the White Sox for a second, because they're probably the most interesting team this year. They made a splash, to say the least.
The last time we were on, the PECOTA ratings hadn't been out yet, and the Sox were criminally just like underrated in every preseason rating. They had us like third place, winning like 82 games.
What was their percentage to make the playoffs? I know the Twins were first in that division, but what were the Sox were like around 50%, something like that.
Yeah, I know something ridiculous.
Dude, I think they're going to win the World Series.
I love it though.
So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this pitching staff for a second.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the trajectory of this White Sox pitching staff, because you guys. Here, I'll pull this up real quick because this is a pretty stacked pitching room. Okay, so a few names: Lucas Giolito, obviously, who's coming off,
he's gonna win the Cy Young this year. Watch.
Yeah, I mean, a couple years ago was his year when he was amazing.
I'm gonna make my exit, guys.
All right, peace out.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Right,
so obviously, Dallas Keuchel. What do you think about him?
Oh, he's a really great left-handed pitcher. I mean, he's not a strikeout guy, but he's gonna make you. He's pitches for contact, and he gets a lot of ground outs, and he's just really efficient. He was really good for us last year. Yeah.
Lance Lynn.
Lance Lynn is a guy that I'm very familiar with, and from his time in St. Louis against the Cubs, and he's a really good fastball pitcher. He has a really good fastball two-seamer. And he's just a really good third veteran pitcher for us in that rotation.
Bummer, what's that guy's name? Bummer.
Oh, Aaron Bummer. Yeah, he's not a starter. He's like our main setup guy.
Yeah, right.
He's really good though. He's really good. He missed a lot of time with injury last year, but he's a really great pitcher.
So this is a team. Like this team, I promise you, will be Chicago's next championship.
100%.
I mean, do you think? It's a high ceiling. Abreu, obviously, he was the MVP, the AL MVP or something.
Yep.
You think he can get better?
It's hard to get better than what he is. I mean, this guy is always at the top of the league, at the top of not even the American League, but at the top of MLB and RBIs every year. He hits for power. He hits for extra. He gets extra base hits. And he's not a great defender. He's an average defender, but he's good over there at first base. I mean, as long as this guy keeps just doing what he does every year, he'll be our guy.
We got a call coming in from Jeff Katz. Jeff, how's it going?
Here it comes.
I have some questions about Settlers of Catan strategy. Are you guys covering that tonight?
All right, I think Ollie could answer that. Ollie, what do you have to say?
Okay, what do you want to know? And Trevor's like quite the grandmaster.
Ollie, what's your preferred strategy? What's your preferred strategy?
Interesting. I'm a fan of the inverse wheat hoarder method, because not only do you get a lot of wheat, if you get all the wheat, no wheat equals defeat. So yeah, that's my saying. So thanks a lot for the call.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, back to baseball.
All
right. So let's hear some blockbuster takes.
Wow. Okay.
So something pretty big happened.
Cardinals in 5 now.
Man, get out of here, man. The Cardinals are
suck.
garbage.
Armand, I love you,
And
bro.
that's not me hating. And that's not even me hating as a coach fan. The Cardinals aren't good. Like, they're not
one
good.
player can't make a difference.
No, they're not good.
Unless it's a pitcher.
Which they don't have. Like, they have, Flaherty's good. Michaelis is ass.
Wainwright's washed.
Wainwright's.
I want to hear about what you think about this Tatis deal. 14 years, crazy amount of money.
Is it? I mean, yeah.
What are they trying to do though? What are they trying
you want to know? Want to know what I think?
What?
I think Acuna's agent should get fired. This dude got what? 6 years.
I forget what his deal was.
6 years, $100 million.
Yeah, something like that. Ronald Acuna, in my eyes, Ronald Acuna has more potential than Tatis.
He's the best young player in baseball.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe
seven years, $100 million. Yeah, compared to what? 14 years.
14 years, 340, but it'll really be 170-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a massive deal.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the collective bargaining agreement ends at the end of this year and next year. And by that point, you think we're seeing big deals now?
Right.
Wait till we see what these guys are gonna be making after next year. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be ridiculous. So I feel like San Diego kind of got a steal on this deal a little bit.
Well,
if you think about the grand scheme of things, if you got them 14 years.
Yeah, let's talk about this for a second. I think you're wrong. I think Ronald Acuna deserves Mike Trout numbers in terms of contract.
Yes.
And Tatis just doesn't. This deal for me. Okay, first of all, the Braves are actually competitors. I don't think that the Padres are necessarily contenders.
They are. I
don't think so.
They're in contention. Ollie, they're in contention.
I mean, okay. Who do they have?
Look at their infield.
Infield is stacked. That's one. But who is their best pitcher besides like Mike Clevenger?
Are you kidding? Blake Snell and Yu Darvish, and they have Dinelson LeMay.
Oh, they got Snell. Wait,
yes, they got Snell and Darvish.
They got Snell and Darvish, and they got.
Okay, then I changed my mind. They're contenders, but I mean they don't
have a Doyers. Will Myers. They don't have a Doyers. They don't have a Doyers rotation, but they have the second best rotation.
That's the closest thing to it, though.
Yeah,
it's the closest thing to the Dodgers rotation. Dude, I feel like and I read an article about it. Like this might be one of the best, especially in the East and the West this year, with like the amount of talent that's in both of those divisions in the National League. Like these division races this year are going to be nuts, and that's why I'm happy that they didn't do the playoff expansion, because it would kind of take away from the, from the excitement of that, especially in like August, September. It's going to be wild. It's definitely going to be wild.
Well, here's what I'll say. I still stand by what I said, and I still think that the Braves are legitimate contenders, and the Padres, they have this new team, but I mean the Braves, they're playing unreal, and they have been.
Do you like the Mets?
No, I feel the same way about the Mets as I do the Padres. They have a new team assembled. They gotta start. They're rebuilding. I mean, they're rebuilding to be contenders. Both teams.
I don't think they have to rebuild at all. I think the Mets are ready to, at least in the wild card game. At least.
Well, Pete Alonso. Let's talk about him for a second. He's nowhere near as good as he was. Josh, that's in half a season. Nobody should be using stats from the last MLB season. It was 60 games.
Yeah.
It was 60 games. Josh, I'm sorry. I might agree with you that Tatis may be better, but that is just no. Mets are going to be stacked. Yeah, probably, and they'll probably get Chris Bryant.
Mets are tough. I don't know. I don't think that deal's going to happen.
Chris Bryant's staying.
You think?
He's not going.
I don't think it's completely off the table yet.
No,
he's not going
before.
He's not going to the Mets because we want the Mets' top prospect, which is their catcher. I forget the dude's name, and the Mets don't want to give him up.
Ramos?
Other place. No, not Ramos. It's their prospect. It might be. I forget the dude's name. It might be Ramos, but it's their top catching prospect, and that's the only reason the deal hasn't been made yet because the Mets don't want to give him up for Bryant. And the only other place would have been L.A. and the Dodgers just re-signed Justin Turner. So, maybe Atlanta, but they got a guy in Austin Riley who's pretty good. So I think Chris is going to stay and just be a free agent next year. Chris Bryant is still a good baseball player as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he's been battling injuries. We see when he can get hot. I think it's all mental. I mean, he was the MVP.
100% all mental.
It's all mental. I think the worst decision, he got hot from hitting with the axe bat, but why switch your bat, the bat that you've been using all your career? Maybe it was an advertisement move. We don't know, but I think you just got to keep it all out. Just keep your head forward, have confidence, and you're gonna end up hitting the ball. You're Chris Bryant.
His last healthy season, he had 31 homers, batted .282, and was top 5 in clutch hitters in baseball.
Fielding, Josh, fielding. Okay, offense isn't baseball. Offense isn't the entire baseball. Okay, go on.
Yeah, I just still think that Chris Bryant is still a very solid baseball player. He was one of the top clutch hitters in baseball. I think he had an over 800 OPS in 2019, and his only bad seasons, which I don't really think you could call bad seasons, were 2020. That's exempted. In 2018, he only hit 13 homers, but he missed over half the season with injury. So when he's healthy, he's a productive third baseman in the MLB. I don't know why he gets such a bad rap or he has the biggest fall off. He's a solid baseball player. He's got to be healthy.
No, Simon, I can't sit down.
Yeah, seriously, you getting a workout standing up?
I'll sit down if you guys want me to. I can switch it up. I like standing up. I don't know. Keeps the blood flowing.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll sit down.
Anyways,
I'm gonna stand right back up.
What else do we got? We can talk a little basketball. Who you got, Lakers or Nets tonight?
Nets. I'll never pick the Lakers.
Trevor, you got Lakers or Nets tonight? You're muted, by the way.
I definitely have the Lakers tonight. No Durant. Yeah, I'm taking Lakers.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have Durant?
Yeah, no Durant.
But the Lakers do not have Anthony Davis.
That's fine.
All right.
That's
fine.
I
don't know then.
Because Lakers have a bench and they have defense, which the Nets do not have. So I'm taking the Lakers. We'll see.
I'm gonna go with the Nets. I gotta go Zach here.
Okay.
The Nets are they're in need of a spark, especially on the road. They're currently, I think, just either 500 or just under 500 on the road. And I think this is the night for the Nets.
They had a big game the other night against Phoenix with just Harden. Harden had 40.
Yeah, I saw that. But still, I mean, they're on a win streak. They've won 4 in a row. This will be a true testament on the trajectory of their team. I know there's no Durant, but still, I think I got the Nets.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see the game.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see the game too.
And I mentioned something earlier when you guys were talking about the MVP.
Yep.
I think that these next 2-3 weeks, however long it is that Davis is out, if LeBron can keep the ship afloat, and he can put up good numbers, I think he makes a good leap in the MVP race right here.
Interesting.
Davis, he's gonna carry the heavy lifting. This is right before the All-Star break. I think if he has a really solid next 2-3 weeks, it boosts him. It boosts him in the race.
I currently think he is dropped in the MVP race.
Why is that?
I think now it's Durant and Embiid over him. But I do think that LeBron has his best chance to win MVP in the last 8 seasons.
I think so too.
I don't know. We'll see. Durant is going to be out. I don't know how long, but
he was supposed to be back tonight. But
he was?
Yeah. So
Durant's missed some time. If Embiid still keeps playing like he is, they're going to give it to him.
That guy's a monster.
He's a monster.
I would love to see that happen because he would be the last center since I think Shaq, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
No, Dwight Howard never won MVP. So yeah, I think the last center since Shaq and no. Tim Duncan won a couple and Garnett won, but the last true center I think was Shaq in 2000. And I would love to see another center.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's just say I made some money off of Joel Embiid first basket the other day. So big fan.
Okay, let's talk about in the last couple of minutes of the show. Let's hear. I don't know what else you got going on with basketball. What else is up? Who you got? I was meaning to ask you. We didn't get to this last time. You like the Jazz's chances to hold up?
I mean, they're proving to me every night that they're legit. I'm really a Jazz hater. There's no particular reason. I just don't like Utah. I just don't like the Jazz at all. I've never been a fan of their team, but these guys are winning games. I'm not taking into account their win against the Clippers yesterday because there was no George or no Kawhi. So
yeah.
They are steamrolling through the rest of the NBA. So I gotta take them seriously at this point. I got them.
I mean, what's their record gotten to now?
It's like 21-5, I think.
Yeah, it's 21-5.
Hopefully they could do something in the playoffs. Hopefully.
I
mean, in a Jazz like perspective, Jazz fan perspective.
They made it to a conference finals.
Yeah. Okay, so
here's a good one. I just got texted it by my buddy Eli, who's tuning in tonight. This is a great question. Are the Knicks for real?
Yeah.
Julius Randle is having a much better season than Anthony Davis.
Oh, yeah. That's why I drafted him to my fantasy team. That dude was a monster.
I mean, the Knicks, they're what? A little under 500?
Yeah, but they're the 6th seed. I think they're one game under 500. Maybe
this is an exceptionally bad East. But they're no doubt a playoff team, and what they're doing is great. As far as like what they're getting out of their draft picks, Obi Toppin's okay.
He's not playing a lot, but Emmanuel Quigley is their guy.
Yeah,
he's solid.
And Noel is pretty good. Barrett's playing well. Randall's playing well. Obviously Mitchell Robinson's out for a while. He broke his hand or something. But yeah, I think they're
Derrick Rose has been good for him. Derrick Rose has been good for him. And they're a Tom Thibodeau team, so they're playing. I think they're the best defensive team as far as.
I mean Randall, if he keeps this up, he'll be defensive player of the year in my mind, no doubt.
Yeah, 41 with 7 threes the other night.
Yeah.
Dude is a demon.
Yeah, he's really good, and defensively he's great. Like, if he doesn't win defensive player of the year, if he gets snubbed out of it, I'll be upset because I do think he's the best defender in the league.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see in the second half. It's definitely in the paint, not perimeter, but he's definitely a top defender.
2 things for sure. Tibbs is not getting enough credit. I haven't seen his name anywhere. I mean,
he's great.
He's coaching this team really well, and also Derrick Rose. This dude is more explosive than anyone in the NBA.
Right.
Like, this dude is so fast.
Thanks for the question, Eli. Great question.
Yeah,
I think we're the 312 show, Chicago. I think comments were made by Zach Levine that I love. He got held little hold foul, intentional, whatever.
He got scratched in his neck like a raccoon. Did you see the blood on his neck yesterday?
No, I saw that this morning.
Yeah,
Josh didn't really make sense to me.
So he made some comments after the game. The only people I'm scared of are God and my dad. I think that's pretty badass. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm personally scared of God and my mom. When dad gets mad, it's not that serious. But when mom's mad, oh God, it's a different story.
Yeah.
I like Zach Levine a lot.
I mean, in watching that game,
he's a great player. Also.
Yeah, and watching that game, he, I could just tell because the Bulls were down 25 to the Pistons yesterday, and I think he took that personally when Josh Jackson was trying to ruffle him up a little bit, trying to get under his skin, and Zach retaliated so he could get his team behind him and get him back into the game. And that moment, that was in the third quarter. He had like 16 points in that third quarter. That right there, that point where he got fouled was a turning point in that game, and the Bulls were able to come back and pull out the win. He's amazing. He's amazing. We got a guy. We have a guy.
We're starting to form a core of Pat Will, the paw now. What's the nickname? The paw. I like it. Big three yesterday, and then also big pass to Kobe White before that. I think we're developing a great core. Thaddeus Young. I know he's very underrated. This dude's great locker room presence, great veteran presence for sure.
Okay, last question of the night comes again from Eli Goodman, and I want to hear this from you, especially Trevor. So there have been some surprising rookies and some not surprising rookies. This one comes again from Eli. Let's hear your top 5 to 10 NBA redraft mid-season.
Wow. I think at this point, I'll give
LaMelo number 1.
Yeah.
I really like what he's doing.
You don't know on the system. You don't know.
To Minnesota, yeah. He goes number 1. Number 2 stays Wiseman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
I think Pat Williams stays at 3. Was he drafted 3?
He was 4.
Yeah, 4. Or even 3.
I think he stays at 4 here. I think Emmanuel Quigley might go to
What about Halliburton?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Halliburton goes 3.
I think Halliburton could also go to the Timberwolves just as easy.
Yeah, he's balling. He's
really good.
He's really solid. I like him. I like his game a lot.
Yeah.
I definitely think Emmanuel Quigley is a top 5 guy though.
Uh-huh.
I think he either goes to Charlotte or he would go to Cleveland maybe, even though they don't really need him.
No, I like Okoro. People haven't seen enough from him, but I like him. I like what he's doing.
And I think he'll get more tick next year once the Cavs actually kind of figure out what they want to be. Because they got trees, they got a whole bunch of big guys down there. So I think once they form the roster around their young core next year, I think we'll get to see more of what he has to offer.
I think that goes for a lot of rookies too. Like you see Denny Avdija, was very high on him, but he's on a horrible team.
And we haven't seen a lick of Killian Hayes at all in Detroit.
At all.
No, I literally cannot think of a time this year. I've watched plenty of Pistons games. I can't remember ever seeing him.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Sekou, what do you think his story is?
I mean, he'll be good. I feel some type of way because Zach didn't win Player of the Week last week over Sekou, but he's good. I mean, he's a solid NBA player. He's got a good frame. He's got a good build to be an athletic player. I think he's a. Oh wait, you talking about Sekou or Sadiq Bey? I'm tripping.
Sekou Doumbia.
Oh, I'm tripping. Oh, he's all right. I mean,
since we're on the Pistons,
I haven't seen it. I mean, he's good. He's got a big frame too, but I don't know. I hope Dennis Smith is good up there.
Yeah,
I hope he's good up there.
So what do you? I mean, Obi. Going back to rookies, Obi's not really playing all too much, but I mean,
It's
he was the
also a
sixth.
Thibodeau team, so
He was
rookies
the
don't
sixth
play.
pick. Yeah.
Say it one more time.
He was the 6th overall pick.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think he can make his way into the league? I mean, he's perfect for the Thibodeau sort
Yeah,
of.
he is. He
style.
is. He's athletic. He can play deep. I mean, he needs to develop as a defensive player.
That's why I was gonna say he was really bad actually
Yeah.
coming in, and same with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards could also thrive in like a defensive minded team for a couple of years. Obviously, he's a great athlete, very offensive. He's got a great shot, but his defense is sort of lagging. His footwork's not that good. And I think what Tom Thibodeau sort of preaches, and we saw this when he was in Chicago, we saw this when he was in Minnesota. I think he is the reason why Karl Anthony Towns is successful. I think he's the reason why the Bulls were successful. I think Obi can really come into his own. Maybe not this year, but
I mean, with players like that, he just needs to develop. He just needs to develop defensively. But a guy, I mean, if he can get a forward like or a guard, that type of 2-3 guy like Jimmy Butler to be a great player, I think he can bring the best out of Obi Toppin too. But I don't think Obi Toppin is going to be a star or anything like that. But he can be a solid NBA player for sure.
I think we can end on this question. This is a good question coming from Brother Cole. Thank you for watching. Would Zach Levine be a legit player on other teams? I think yes. I think quick answers. I mean, no need for explanations. This dude's a dog, Trevor.
100%. He's got the 3-point. He's got the 3-point shot. He's got the footwork to stop on a dime.
Dunk.
Of course. He's one of the most athletic guys in the league, and he has that mid-range game. And we're seeing him develop more as a facilitator this year too. So I think he would be great anywhere he goes. Hopefully he stays here though, because I love him. He's our guy.
Ollie, final thoughts?
That's it. Great stream. Clap it up.
Yeah, thank you for everyone watching. We will be doing this every Thursday night.
Call in. Do not hesitate to call in, ask questions.
Call in. Thank you guys for listening. See you guys later.
Man, thanks for having me on again, boys. Love y'all.
No problem.
Peace.